Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to be taking a look at the free-to-play TEQ cooler, the base form cooler. This guy's actually pretty good. He's a pretty solid support type unit, a pretty good free-to-play unit as well. They're doing a pretty good job lately of making these units, you know, that are free-to-play and are very useful in a variety of places. So let's go ahead and hop into some events, and we'll test this cooler out. Now again, he is, unfortunately, you know, he's got the same name as the best TUR in the game right now. The Dokkan Fest cooler, right? This bad boy right here, who, again, is the best TUR in the game. But if you do not pull this guy, this TEQ cooler is going to be a pretty good stand-in for a couple of teams, because I think he is a pretty solid support type unit. And, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to use him on a Wicked Bloodline team in a second here. I'll kind of show what you could do. But, all right, let's go ahead and hop into some events. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. We are on the Wicked Bloodline team. Now, one of the things you can do, because pretty much the entire, Wicked Bloodline category is on the Terror of Conquest category as well, you could just bring a friend STR Cooler, and then it's basically the same thing, because STR Cooler is, of course, better than Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler is still a good unit, but he's not STR Cooler, so that is going to work out pretty well for us. I'm going to go ahead and float STR Cooler off, though. Because he, of course, is a pretty solid support type unit for the Conquest of Terror category, which, of course, the TEQ free-to-play cooler is also a part of. So, you know, they're doing a pretty good job. Wicked Bloodline definitely needed some buffs, and they did get not only cooler, but they also got LR full power Frieza as well. So, some much-needed power has been added to that Wicked Bloodline team. Now, there is still more that they do need to do for that team for sure, right? Like, you know, well, hey, one of them is coming soon, Golden Cooler, right? Definitely looking forward to Golden Cooler. I feel like an LR Frieza, LR Golden Frieza is probably a very realistic possibility at some point as well. There's like a lot of teams still have a lot of units to eventually come. So, okay, so here we have our boy TEQ Cooler, right? Now, one of the things about TEQ Cooler is that he does actually stack his defense with his super attack. So I actually have given our boy Cooler full additionals. Okay, so it looks like his attack animation pretty generic and pretty awful, actually. But I have given him 4 additionals in hopes to, you know, constantly maximize that defensive stacking mechanic. I probably will do a video taking him into the Legendary Goku event. Now, he is a TEQ type unit, right? So that, of course, is going to put him at a little bit of a disadvantage in the Legendary Goku event in that final phase, right? Whereas, like, you know, a normal unit, you know, once you get to that Int UI Goku, like, you know, you're probably going to be okay. Definitely not taking damage from normals, but Cooler as a TEQ type, you know, character, he potentially could. So that could be a little bit problematic for him. Okay, so we should... Yeah, again, this Wicked Bloodline team is very, very powerful, so we probably will be able to finish this future Gohan off right here. Like, we could just absolutely tear through him with the power of this team. I wonder if we eventually could get... I mean, we still have to get King Cold, right? We still have to get a better version of Chilled. I feel like King Cold and Mecha Frieza, they did finally give us an LR for them, but I wonder if we could get a Frieza, King Cold, and Cooler LR. I feel like that's another potential possibility. Okay, so we'll probably do this right here. So, ooh, what is Cooler's defense at? 69k after 1 super attack? That's not that much, honestly. This is going to be a little bit of a better rotation for TEQ Cooler, though, because we do have SCR Cooler on rotation as well. Ah, super attack right away. That hurts. This will hurt us quite a bit. You know, with only 1 super attack so far, we're going to take quite a bit of damage. Okay, after this, up to 600k, we're going to go ahead and hop onto the Movie Boss team, right? Of course, over there, you know, with units like Turles and stuff like that, we'll be able to get much better attack stats, I think, from our boy Cooler, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's head over to the Movie Bosses team. We'll give SCR Cooler 1 super attack right here. Actually, he probably could finish... Might be able to finish Future Gohan off, but this Cooler, he's just so damn good. I love what they did with Cooler. Very, very good. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Movie Boss team. Again, TEQ Cooler will probably look at his best over on the Wicked Bloodline team, because of course he is a Conquest of Terror, or Terror of Conquest. I always get that category mixed up. It's Conquest of Terror. He is a category support type unit for that category, right? Except the entire Wicked Bloodline team, 800k is pretty good. The entire Wicked Bloodline team is like full of that type of unit, right? Because they're all on the Conquest of Terror category. So like that's pretty much where this cooler is going to be able to function as best. Or, you know, you can kind of just build like STR Cooler's team, except you use this cooler as your leader. And obviously his stats are pretty low, so you're going to be a lot better off probably just rocking this guy as like one of your units on the Wicked Bloodline team, and then bringing the STR Final Form Cooler as a leader, rather than rocking this guy as a leader and bringing STR Cooler, right? But really, like, any way you can get STR Cooler on the team, you do want to do it, and that's, you know, that's kind of the one sort of very unfortunate thing about this cooler. I mean, one of the reasons he was made the way he is so that he is actually a SA, like, grind unit you could use to raise STR Cooler's SA level, right? That's one of the big things there. But it still is a shame, because this guy's actually quite good. You know, like, 40% attack and defense start a turn, Conquest of Terror category allies 2 key, and 30% attack and defense. Like, that's really solid. And then, like, on top of that, he's stacking defense. You know, his links are good. You know, he's got 6 good links. So I do like this unit a lot. That's why I went ahead and rainbowed him, even though obviously, you know, I have STR Final Form Cooler rainbowed also. But I probably will take this TEQ cooler into the Legendary Goku event and sort of like see how things sort of work over there. Again, he should be okay, but I guess like it's hard to say. You never really know, right? Okay, so going up against another int type enemy, obviously Cooler would get just destroyed here. Yeah, 53k is what his defensive stat is at. I'm just curious really to see like how much damage he's going to take, but I feel like most people, probably the #1 way you could utilize this guy is, again, just by using him to raise the SA level of, well, I guess really it's only the SCR Final Form Cooler, right? Well, only him that you can really raise the SA level of. And then I guess there's also the AGL Baba Shop Cooler. And then there's also the int, like, sort of base form cooler that Dokkan Awakens into the int final form cooler. But, like, that one, I don't imagine a lot of people are going to try and grind up his SA. I mean, you could, but I just don't see a lot of people going ahead and doing that, right? Because it's like, he's a pretty old unit, and he's also pretty bad. Like, I did actually rainbow him recently because, I believe it was Talon was talking about how impressive it was that someone could have that cooler rainbowed, and I was like, whoa, Talon, what are you saying, my boy? I'll rainbow him right now. It's because previously getting the medals for that cooler were a real pain, but I mean, after they added them to the Baba Shop, like, that's where I got the majority of my medals. I just, you know, every time the Baba Shop pops up, I just buy them over there, rather than actually like do that insane grind. And like now, you know, the stages drop like 20 medals at a time. It's crazy. Like, well, I mean, I think you can get, because it's like 17 medals per drop, and you can get like 3 times 17 or something like that. So you can get just an insane number. But all right, there we go. We took a quick look at TEQ Cooler. Now let's go ahead and take a look at his details. All right, guys. So here we have the TEQ base form cooler. It's always so tough because he's in the same form that, you know, Frieza's final form, right? I'm always about to say, all right, final form cooler when talking about this guy, but this is really like base form cooler, right? It's because it's the weird thing where Frieza's final form is actually his original form, and like he created like his first, second, and third forms to just kind of contain his power. It just leads to like a really weird thing when then, like, you know, Cooler and King Cold show up, and it's like, oh, King Cold is in that other form, and then, you know, Cooler is in sort of Frieza's final form. Okay, very, very interesting, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So this is Evil Scorn Cooler. His leader skill is Conquest of Terror, category key 2, and 30% of stats. So yeah, again, you can rock him as leader and bring your friend SCR Cooler, but again, you'd just be much better off, I think, rocking the Wicked Bloodline team. That, of course, will be a lot better. The only thing is, how many Wicked Bloodline leaders are there? Wow, okay, you only have AGL Metal Cooler, and then you also have the sub-leader, which is LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold. They're only at 100%, so you're going to need SCR Cooler or AGL Metal Cooler to run that Wicked Bloodline team. That's for damn sure. Good thing is that they're both on the banners, and obviously, you know, Metal Cooler's been around on a number of banners now by this point, but like, that is a pretty strong team. Like, if you have Metal Cooler as your leader, you got this TEQ Cooler on there as a support, which he's going to hit all the units except for like Angel Golden Frieza and like GT Frieza, stuff like that. And then you bring like the SCR Cooler friend. That's a powerful team, actually. This Cooler's super attack is the Death Flash, which stacks defense and does supreme damage. So, of course, stacking defense means he should be pretty good for the Legendary Goku event, but he is a TEQ type unit, so he could die, I think, pretty quickly from that Int UI Goku there. We'd have to see. His passive skill, Blood of Our Glory, is 40% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then Conquest of Terror category allies get 2 ki and 30% attack and defense. So that is a very strong passive for a free-to-play unit, right? Because he does have attack and defense for himself. He's got the buff to all allies. Like, that'll help out a lot. Again, Wicked Bloodline team, he'll be very good. His links are Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Cold Judgment, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, and Nightmare. So he does have a lot of the good links for that Wicked Bloodline team too. He does not have big bad bosses, but he has a free-to-play unit. I mean, that would be asking for a little much, I guess. His 12Q multiplier is only 130%, which is not great. That honestly is pretty low, but then again, he is a free-to-play card. And then finally, our boy Cooler is on a number of different category teams here. He's on 4. Starting with, this is the Conquest of Terror team right here. This team is only going to progressively get better and better and better as more units are released. You know, units like Deborah, Raditz, Nappa. There's a lot of characters. Baby, I think Baby can get a Dokkan Fest exclusive at some point. A lot of characters like that I'm sure we will be seeing added to this team, and it's just going to get better and better. Then he's also on the Movie Boss team, which probably, I would say, well, I mean, now his best team is definitely Wicked Bloodline, but he will be very good on the Movie Boss team as well, just because, like, the Movie Boss team is just so good, and there are a lot of Conquest of Terror category allies over there, such as, you know, Turles and the Coolers and Frieza and stuff like that, so that's good. Then he's also over here on the Enhanced Transformation team, or Transformation Boost. Again, pretty much all the Frieza units are over here, so you could rock him on that team if you wanted, but then again, you know, now that you have STR Cooler as the leader of that team, it's functional. But like previously, right, we just had STR Super Boo, and he's, you know, he's not really so good. And then finally, he is on the Wicked Bloodline category team, which definitely is his best team. We don't get too many buffs to this team here and there. Like, look, in 2019, we've only had AGL Frieza, Second Form Frieza, LR Full Power Frieza, LR Mecha Frieza, and King Cold, and now these 2 Coolers. So, although we are about to get Golden Cooler, right? And Golden Cooler is going to be on a lot of these teams. You know, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Conquest of Terror. He'll be on all those teams. It's going to be interesting to see how good Golden Cooler is. I hope they make him really, really strong. That would be pretty cool. But, all right, there we go. There is our boy TEQ Base Form Cooler. I guess we'll go ahead and hop into the Legendary Goku event and see how well he can handle himself. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you think of both the best TUR in the game, STR Cooler, as well as this free-to-play TEQ Cooler. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.